Hi, sweet and friendly YouTube mamas. This is Celestial Cindy from celestialcindy.com, and in this short YouTube video, I'm going to give you some tips for exclusive breastfeeding. So I've exclusively breastfed my almost 5-month-old sweet little munchkin named Philip. So I've just done breastfeeding with him. We haven't fed him, we've maybe fed him like 2 or 3 bottles of formula maximum, just so I could work a few days. But that didn't really last because he got really mad and he was screaming, and the few times we gave him formula, it seemed like he got constipated and didn't poop as often as normal. So we've pretty much just exclusively breastfed Philip this whole time now. And I just wanted to record this YouTube video to give you breastfeeding moms some exclusive breastfeeding tips. So it can be very challenging to do the exclusive breastfeeding with your baby, especially if they want to breastfeed all the time. Yes, he wants to breastfeed all the time. So I wouldn't set the bar too high on like your chores and stuff. Like today I washed a couple loads of clothes, but I wasn't able to hang up any of the clothes, maybe like 2 outfits, because Philip wanted to breastfeed all day. So I would just, cut yourself some slack. I think, if you have a to-do list of things that you're planning to do, it's going to be really hard to accomplish your to-do list. And then that's just going to make you feel like frustrated. Like at the end of the day, you're going to be like, I feel like I did nothing, but it's not doing nothing because you're breastfeeding your baby. And we know that breastfeeding has a lot of great benefits, like breastfed babies get sick less often. And, I think that if you breastfeed your baby, your baby's getting more like direct eye contact, and you can look at their sweet little face and they can look at your sweet little face. So I think breastfed babies, it's really good because you can create a special bond with your child that will last their entire lifetime. But yeah, so I guess tip number 1 is don't make a big to-do list and plan all these things that you're gonna do if you're doing exclusive breastfeeding, because you're just gonna get really frustrated that you didn't accomplish all the goals that you wanted to achieve. I think if you're doing exclusive breastfeeding, it really is a full-time job, So even though you feel like you didn't do anything the whole day because you were breastfeeding the whole day, you still did something valuable, even though you just breastfed the whole day. Like today, I just breastfed Philip the whole entire day. And I mean, I got a break to take a shower, but he pretty much breastfed off and on the whole day. And I think he does use me kind of as a passy, because sometimes he'll be like not really breastfeeding like hardcore. He'll be like kind of sleepy. So I'm kind of like a passy to him. But yeah, so I just wouldn't set the bar too high, and don't be too hard on yourself if you don't get anything done, if you don't get any work done, or if you have to throw the clothes in the closet because you didn't get to hang all your laundry up, or you didn't get to work as much as you wanted to. You're still doing something that's valuable to your sweet and precious child by breastfeeding your sweet little baby. And Philip has actually never gotten sick. Yeah. So he's almost 5 months old, and I've exclusively breastfed Philip. Sweet mom, say hi. And he hasn't got sick one time, and he's a healthy one. Look at that one. Yeah, so just, lay on your bed, relax. I like to listen to meditations. So that's tip number 2 for exclusive breastfeeding is, I think something that helped me do the exclusive breastfeeding for long hours every day was to listen to meditations. I just go on YouTube and I type breastfeeding meditation. And there's a lot of meditations I like to listen to. There's like a hypnotherapist lady, I think her name is like Bree something. I don't know, if you type like breastfeeding meditations, a lot of different meditations will come up. And sometimes it's hard to to use your phone when you're breastfeeding, but you could just turn on a little YouTube meditation audio and listen to a relaxing voice, some relaxing breastfeeding meditations or breastfeeding affirmations. So that's number 2. So number 1 is don't make a big to-do list, because you're only gonna get mad at yourself and you're gonna get frustrated that you didn't accomplish all the goals that you wanted to accomplish because you were breastfeeding all day. So don't plan to do anything else besides breastfeeding, basically. Yeah. So just in your mind, just think, okay, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna breastfeed all day, and then I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I'm gonna wake up and then I'm gonna breastfeed all day. And that's gonna be your life, basically. And you just have to be happy with it. You just have to find a way that you're happy with it. And you're like, I'm still doing something very, very important and valuable. And giving my child a valuable boost in life, so they can be a smart and a healthy one and not get sick, not be sick one, right, sweetheart? He loves to be breastfed, baby. Yeah, so don't plan to do anything besides breastfeed. You're gonna wake up, you're gonna breastfeed, you're gonna go to sleep, then you're gonna breastfeed all day the next day, change some diapers, but pretty much all day breastfeeding. And then number 2 is get on YouTube and type breastfeeding meditations. And I actually wrote a breastfeeding meditation script. So if you check on my other videos, you can listen to my 15-minute breastfeeding meditation. I did a breastfeeding meditation and breastfeeding affirmations that you could listen to my little YouTube video and repeat while you're breastfeeding your baby all day. And hopefully my meditation and affirmations could help you relax. And hopefully you enjoy the little positive affirmations and the relaxing audio YouTube video I designed for you mamas out there, if you like the meditations and relaxing. So yeah, the meditations, listen to the meditations on YouTube, listen to the breastfeeding affirmations. Oh, and number 3 is don't let pumping get you depressed, because I have a wearable breast pump. I don't even know if I have it. I have a piece to it right here. This Willow thing. Okay, this Willow thing, this Willow wearable breast pump. I have tried wearing this Willow wearable Generation 3 breast pump probably 100 times, and this thing does not work for me. This thing will not even pump 1 ounce of milk. It will just collect some milk in this collecting tubule. So this Willow breast pump, it just doesn't work for me. And the problem, I talked to a lactation consultant, and the lactation consultant told me, he wants you right now. Okay, I'm gonna kiss him. She told me that my milk supply isn't the problem. Okay, we're gonna swirl them around like a little Ferris wheel. But just sometimes the baby is more effective at drawing the milk out than the pump is. So even if you aren't able to pump a lot of breast milk, even if you can't pump a lot of breast milk, it's kind of like believing in the invisible. You just have to believe that you produce the perfect amount of milk for your baby. You just have to believe it in your mind, even though you can't see the milk, and even though you can't measure the milk. As long as your baby has several pee diapers, like 4 or 5 pee diapers, and maybe like 1 or 2 poop diapers every day, and as long as your baby is gaining weight, then those are good indicators that your baby is drinking enough breast milk, even though you're just laying on the bed breastfeeding and you can't physically see how much milk your baby is drinking. And if your baby seems happy and content between feedings, that's a good indicator that your baby is getting enough breast milk. So yeah, the exclusive breastfeeding, you don't know exactly how many ounces of milk your baby is drinking per day because you can't see it, you know, unless you're pumping, which I don't really pump. Yeah, so don't let your pump get you depressed. Some women's bodies just don't respond to the breast pump, like me. My Spectra works a little bit better than my Willow breast pump. But let's say you only bought one pump and it's not a pump that works great for you, and you can't even pump 1 ounce. Don't give up on your exclusive breastfeeding just because you're not able to pump your breast milk. Some women, they just can't trigger their letdown of their breast milk with a pump. Some women, just their baby, you know, being near their baby, seeing their baby, hearing their baby, that triggers their milk letdown. So don't let the very little tiny teaspoon amounts of milk you're able to pump discourage you from continuing to do the exclusive breastfeeding. It's all about positive thinking. You know, your baby has the appropriate amount of pee diapers and poop diapers. Yeah, my shirt will be soaking wet and I can't pump milk with that wearable pump. I don't know why. So don't let the little tiny amounts, teaspoon amounts that you can pump, don't let that discourage you. You just have to believe and trust and know that your body produces the perfect amount of milk for your baby sweet mom. Especially if the kid's getting away. And he wants to milk right now. Okay, so don't let pumping get you depressed. If you're not allowed to pump, if you're not able to pump a lot of milk, that doesn't mean that you're not making the milk. Some women's bodies just don't respond to the pump. Yeah. So I hope you liked these 3 tips that I gave. The first tip was don't make a big to-do list if you're doing exclusive breastfeeding, because at the end of the day, you're just going to be waking up and breastfeeding all day. You're going to be waking up, breastfeeding the whole day, and then going to sleep. And you might not accomplish a lot of other stuff. You might not get a lot of work done. So just get the to-do list out of your head. And then number 2 is you can listen to the breastfeeding meditations, and you can listen to the positive affirmations, breastfeeding affirmations, audios to try to relax. And you just have to learn to be happy with just breastfeeding. And that's all you do. And you love it. And then number 3 is don't let pumping get you depressed. If you're not allowed to if you're not able to pump a lot of breast milk, that doesn't mean that you're not making enough breast milk. It just means maybe your body doesn't respond to the pump, or your breast pump doesn't trigger your letdown of your milk. So I hope you liked these exclusive breastfeeding tips. Wake up, breastfeed, go to sleep. You love it. That's how you be successful at exclusive breastfeeding. Don't think I'm gonna wash all these laundry and I'm gonna hang up all this stuff and I'm gonna go to the gym. You're not gonna be doing anything besides breastfeeding, and you love it. So you just had to learn to be happy with you just breastfeed all day. And I love it. But it was hard at first. It's hard to get used to, you know, but I think it's really special. It's a really special gift that you can give to your child, and your child will love you forever for it. So you can be close with your baby. Okay, we gotta go. We're gonna breastfeed right now, aren't we? Please like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see all of our exciting exclusive breastfeeding videos and product reviews and all our baby stuff. Okay, we gotta go. We're gonna go breastfeed. Yes! Like and subscribe, and visit my website if you want to learn a little bit more about me. It's www.celestialcindy.com. Okay, we're gonna go breastfeed. Bye! We love you. Say bye. Okay, we gotta go. I just now breastfed sweet little Philip for about 20 minutes just now, and he is stuffed. And how you can tell if your baby is full is their hands will be flat like this. Here, I'll show you. Do you see how Philip is asleep right now and his hands are flat? If their hands are flat like this, that means they're stuffed. If their fists are clenched up and they're like crying and everything and their fists are clenched, that means they're starving and you need to breastfeed them. But when they're stuffed, like Philip right now, he's like passed out, their little hands will be flat like this. And I think I learned that from like a breastfeeding email that I received from my OBGYN, because my OBGYN sends me little like breastfeeding tip emails and stuff every week. So flat hands, the baby's full, they're stuffed, they're full of breast milk, they're done. they're passed out, you're good. If their fists are clenched and they're making little sounds, they're like, ah, and everything, that means you need to breastfeed them again. They're still hungry. But I wanted to add one thing to the end of this video. I am not a doctor and I am not a medical professional. So this is just me giving you my personal advice and my personal opinions from my personal experience doing exclusive breastfeeding. You obviously want to take the advice of your pediatrician. You know, listen to what your pediatrician has to say. You know, after you first have your baby, you usually take your baby to a pediatrician appointment like 3 days after your baby is born, and usually your baby doctor or pediatrician will check your baby's weight and see if your baby has regained their birth weight, and then you'll usually take your baby back to another pediatrician appointment, maybe like 1 week after your baby's born and 2 weeks after your baby's born. And then I think your appointments with your pediatrician will not be as regular. Like you might go to, like right now, Philip is almost 5 months old, so he has a pediatrician appointment coming up. And I think his next pediatrician appointment is on November 1st for his 5-month vaccine visit or well child checkup visit. So obviously listen to your baby doctor's advice, and your baby doctor, pediatrician just weighs your baby every month at those appointments, and you can bring up any concerns with your baby's doctor or pediatrician. And you know, your pediatrician will tell you like, okay, your baby is gaining weight and everything looks good, so just continue doing the exclusive breastfeeding. Or maybe as your baby gets closer to 6 months of age, your pediatrician might recommend you start introducing some baby foods, maybe like some applesauce or some bananas or something. So, so far at Philip's pediatrician appointments, his baby doctor has just said, you're doing great, keep doing the exclusive breastfeeding. Don't give Philip anything else besides breast milk. And the breastfeeding is superior to the formula, so just keep doing what you're doing and everything's going good. Yeah, so definitely listen to the advice of your pediatrician, because I'm not a doctor, but that's just my personal tips and my personal opinions. So I hope this helps some mama out there. I hope you like this video, and I hope you check out the other videos on my YouTube channel. But I'm not a doctor, just a normal everyday exclusively breastfeeding mom, but I hope you liked my tips for exclusive breastfeeding. Like and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.